Hello there, greetings, and welcome to another installment of our math class. And looking at a new question today, we see how do I multiply a number and a linear binomial? And you might be, as I'm reading this question, you might be thinking, what is a linear binomial? And I don't want it to be, you may have heard it before, you may not have, but if you're intimidated by that word, please don't be, or by that math term, don't be. We've been working with linear binomials already in our previous videos. Now we're just putting a name to it. So um, remember when we had, we went, okay, we're selling lemonade. How much does it cost per cup to make lemonade? So we have 0.33x, that's for lemons, and then 0.10x is for the straw, right? And we add those together and we get 0.43x, right? We combine these like terms to get 43x or 0.43x, which means so far it costs us 43 cents per cup to make, right? There's other expenses, but that so far we're up to that point, right? And when we looked at all of our fixed expenses, remember these are variable expenses, variable costs, VC, variable costs, and looked at fixed expenses, right? So it was like $5 for rent, and then $3 for, and I know that's probably not realistic, but bear with me. And then $3 for insurance, $3 for insurance or something like that. And that means we're going to add to this cost, we're going to add another $8, right? And since the rent is being charged per month and the insurance is also being charged per month, this is going to tell us how much we spend in a month. The whole thing, this whole guy right here, right? Fixed and variable all together, how much we're going to be spending in 1 month. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to erase all the clutter because I want to focus on this, right? This is, oh boy. You know what? Let's rewrite it out. So we got 0.43x plus 8. This is a linear binomial here. Bi means 2, and nomial means term, right? So 2 terms, right? Well, let's count. How many terms do we have? 1, 2. Yep, that's a binomial, right? Terms are parts of an expression separated by addition, right? So we got 2 terms. And now we can kind of understand what a linear binomial is. Now, let's look at the answer to this question. How do I multiply a number and a linear binomial? Well, let's take a look. Oops, better go here. Okay, and our short answer is, first we're going to multiply our number by our linear binomial. That's first. Then we're going to multiply our number, that same number in front, by our constant. Okay, let's put some context to all of this. So we have 0.43x plus 8, right? Okay, this helps us to predict how much it costs to sell lemonade, right, in a month or something, right? So with all of the things that are happening in the world, prices are going up, right? You're going up, and we think that we're budgeting right now. So we're trying to kind of tell the future of how much we're going to be paying in the future. And so to make preparations, we say, okay, look, all of these costs are going to double. In other words, they're going to be 2 times as expensive by the end of the year. And so now we're like, okay, this expression looks different. Can we make this expression simpler? Yes, we can. But let's take a look at our operations first. Let's look at our operations and see what we have. We have addition, we have parentheses, we have multiplication, and we also have multiplication, right? Okay, emergency, parentheses. You need to do whatever they're asking you to do inside the parentheses right now. It's emergency, right? Can we multiply? No, we've learned that before, right? 0.43x times x, 0.43 times x is 0.43x. Can't do anything about that. Can we add? Well, let's look. Let's look at our terms here. Can we add these guys together? No, they're unlike. They're not like terms. There's no x right there, so we can't add. So we can't really do anything. Dang, man, I thought this was going to be easy. Well, it is. It is because there is a little rule in math that lets you multiply a number by a linear binomial. It's called the distributive property, but I'm not going to go into the name and the formality and everything like that. I'm just going to show you how to do it. So, okay. Now, before we multiply, I want to make sure I know what I'm going to be multiplying, right? So I'm going to put little clouds. Put a little cloud here. That's one number. That's the number, right? That's this guy. Next, I'm going to go. Okay, that's my linear monomial. Next, that's my constant, right? Don't forget to capture the sign. That's important. Okay, now it's time to multiply. First, we're going to multiply the number by the linear monomial, which is, let's change color. We got this and this, right? 2 times 0.43x is going to be 0.86x. Ta-da. Okay, next, 2 times positive 8. Well, 2 times positive 8 is positive 16. Yes, we're going to actually write the positive because there's something before it. If there's something before it, we're going to actually write this positive out. Now, when we're done and we write all this down, right, this positive symbol quickly turns back into an addition symbol, right? Because remember, we're using shortcuts, right? So for the shortcut, we change it into the plus sign or the addition sign into a positive sign. And then after we multiply, it becomes an addition sign again. So there it is, 0.86x plus 16. Bam, we are done. Now, can we go further? Is it possible to go further? Let's look. Remember, we have multiplication. Can we multiply 0.86x or 0.86 times x? Nah, it doesn't do anything for us. How about the addition? Can we add? Nope, because these are unlike terms. They're not like terms. Therefore, we can't. There's no x here, so we can't add this guy and this guy together. It's just not allowed. So that's how you multiply a number by a linear binomial. Now, I want to show you another example. It's important that I show you a second example because what happens if there's a bunch of subtraction involved? What if there is subtraction involved? Let's take a look. Here we go, back to and I'm not gonna, there's gonna be no context. There's no context with this. I'm just writing an expression up. I'm not going to say this is what it represents or anything like that. I just want to get my point across to you that how to multiply a number in a linear binomial. Here goes. Remember, there's a bunch of subtraction. Can I subtract unlike terms? No. There's multiplication. Can I multiply? Yes, because when we have a number in a linear binomial, yes, absolutely, we sure can. Oh man. Okay. Well, since we gotta identify what we're gonna multiply. So first we're gonna put a cloud around this guy. Next, we're going to put a cloud around this guy. Next, we're going to put a cloud around this guy. Don't forget to capture the sign. That's super important when you're using this shortcut. Okay, time to multiply. Uh-oh, I'm multiplying 2 times. I'm supposed to multiply by the coefficient. What is this coefficient? Well, remember in my previous video, that's an invisible one, isn't it? Okay, so multiplying -2 times -1x is going to give us positive, or actually, I'm not going to write the plus. You can write positive 2x. And -2 times -3, which is positive 6. Now, this guy doesn't have to be written because that's at the very front, right? That's at the very front. So if it's at the very front, you don't have to write that positive sign out. But this guy definitely needs to be written out. And why? Because he turns into an addition sign, right? After we're done with our shortcut, really, that's an addition sign. And we have 2x plus 6. So -2 times -x or -1x minus 3 is that 2x plus 6. I really hope this helped you understand how to multiply a number in a linear binomial. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.